Can't even work a Zoom. Okay, so I think I'm recording. I think we're good to go. So yes, my name is Caitlin Johnson, not the queen of Zoom, but I consider myself a queen of the low country. I live in Beaufort, South Carolina, near Hilton Head. There's a gnarly lightning storm going on right now. It's kind of fun to watch, but I was worried about that happening to my computer, like it's sizzling it. Little did I know that that wasn't going to be the problem tonight. So let me tell you a little about like who I am and what's going on with my life, this company, the amazing products, and then the best part, the business opportunity. So I'll try to be quicker than I normally would be so I can still respect everybody's 30-minute window. I just like made everybody wait. Like you had so much anticipation, like before a concert starts, when they're like making you wait, I know it. All right, so starting where I was, this is a picture of me and my brother. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He did pass in 2015 by suicide. And that's where my journey into holistic health started. So I wanted to understand why the suicide rate was increasing. And what I actually found was a connection between our nutrition and gut health and our brain health. So at that point, I decided to use what I learned, and I became a digestive health specialist and joined Q Sciences. And that was a little bit over a year ago. I'll talk about the products I first started with and loved. And then I was able to learn how to revenue share with this amazing company. And that's actually me up on stage at the last convention, because I'm going to go ahead and promote the financial freedom movement and how much that has changed mine and my husband's life. And that the fact that this company really cares about our finances is huge. So why are any of us here doing any of this? It's to live how we want. I always say I'm living a life by design. So that's me and my husband, Patrick, and my son, Luke. He is about to turn 5. I cannot believe that next month. So we like to live life on our own terms. This was actually last year. And we lived on a 40-foot boat and took it down to Key West for the winter because we didn't want to have 40-degree weather here in South Carolina. We're so spoiled. But so we headed to 80-degree weather. But we like to have additional income streams that allow us to do something like that. So I'm a former teacher, and I was really tied down to the school year. Was originally drawn to that because I do love educating, but I love summers off because I wanted that life during the summer. And then I wanted more than just the summer. So my husband's in real estate. We are fans of passive income. I just finished decorating most of my Airbnb today. That's about to go up. So anytime I can find a way to bring income into my home without having to have, being tied up like a 9-to-5 job, I'm going to look into it. And that's exactly what I did with Q Sciences. And what I found was the right company for me. And so maybe this is the right company for you when it comes to your health needs and your financial needs. So it was founded in 2012. The corporate office is in Utah, and they are on the cutting edge of health and wellness, guys. Like when I talk about these products, you're going to see my face light up because the science is insane and they're always improving. So Mr. Mark Wilson actually started the company, and I'm going to talk about him in a minute. But in 2017 is when the company really had this rapid expansion, and it's because of the compensation plan, the very generous compensation plan that Mr. Jake Spencer right here introduced to the company. So it all started with Mr. Mark Wilson, the founder and CEO. He's a successful real estate developer. So same mindset that my husband and I have, and then also a Super Bowl champion quarterback. So he's really got that grit, that resiliency. You can't worry about the play that just didn't work. You always have to think ahead. So he's got the strongest vision. I've met him twice now randomly, and I've seen him on stage at conventions. I've heard him talk dozens and dozens of times, but every convention I'm at, I end up in an elevator with him, and every single time it's all about, what did you like? What is your feedback? How are you feeling? He's just very genuine and wants to make sure that you know you matter. And he wanted to make sure that people felt like they were healthy and that their kids were healthy and that their finances were healthy. So those were the three things that when he retired, he was like, I can't just play on the golf course every day. I have to go to bed every night, lay my head on a pillow, and make sure I know I help somebody. So that's when we talked to Dr. Stephen Kimberly, who's our Chief Science Officer. He was the chief editor at WebMD for 13 years, so he really understands research. And his philosophy is science doesn't stand still. And he told Mr. Mark Wilson, if you want to help people, you can get into supplementation, but don't just be another brand on a shelf. Do it differently. And so science doesn't stand still, and they did do it differently. And they came up with a product line that is second to none. He brought in Mr. Jake Spencer, like I said, into 2017, and that's when the dream that Mr. Mark Wilson had to really help families like mine who needed an additional stream of income came to light, because that was always one of his goals, and Mr. Jake Spencer helped make that happen, because he's a global growth strategist. He gives us tough love about how to grow ourselves personally and grow our business, and the company would not be where it was without him. Mr. Bengt Emanuelson, he is a general manager in Europe. I love listening to him speak because I'm a huge Frozen fan, and he reminds me of the storekeeper in Frozen. But he's had 20 years in this experience, and it really shows. We are global, guys. Like, so 17 countries, and just opened up in the UK, so those countries. And he understands the regulations and all the things that go into being a global brand. So probably more countries to come this year, depending on how much nicer 2020 is to us. All right, so here's our full suite of products. And I'm gonna let, I just said we were global, right? I'm gonna let my friend Cassie, she uses some of these products, and she's gonna tell you what she loves and why in just a minute. So we have full spectrum hemp line, which everybody gets excited about. We have nutrition and supplements, which, remember, Dr. Kimberly said, we don't just wanna be another supplement line. We want to be, do it right and be better. So he did, and I'll go over all of those. Fitness and weight loss, insane right now. I'm doing the second challenge, and I'm wearing shorts, and they're kind of big on me, which is amazing. I was just thinking about how great I feel today. I was doing a stretching exercise provided to me through the free Q-Fit group. She's a 70-year-old personal trainer, so inspiring. I want to be her because I value health. And we are sort of older parents to our son, Luke, and we want to be around in case he has grandchildren and be able to play with them. So this is long-term for us, guys. And then oral sprays. So I'll start with those. These vitamin sprays, if you're my personal guest, you're getting one of these tonight if you got on. I made it really hard for you. I'm so sorry. So all of these sprays are amazing. My friend Cassie talked about the sleep spray last time. We all use that. What I love about our products is they're synergistic. So all of the ingredients in them have their own beneficial properties. When you stick them together, guys, they work so much better, and people realize it. And that's why we have such a high reorder rate and a very, very low return rate. So I love the sleep spray, but there's vitamin sprays. So when you're trying to add an extra layer of protection for your body, you want that vitamin C, you want that vitamin D. And then B12 for energy. I took it, 9 o'clock East Coast, kind of late for me. So I took B12, like with dinner, and that gave me the energy to do that. So a relief spray, boost spray, it helps your metabolism and carb blocking before you eat. Nothing else like these sprays. Also nothing else like our pack of vitamins. So this is probably the thing that gets recommended the most, is this Core Complete pack. It has Q-Max, which is a micronutrient and fills in nutritional deficiencies. So one of the things that's going on right now is that our bodies are not absorbing nutrients. Number one, we're not getting them from the food we're choosing to eat. Number two, when we are eating the right food, the soil's depleted, so it's actually not as nutritious as we think. And number three, most of us don't have a healthy gut, and so nutrients aren't absorbing, and toxins are leaking into our body. So that's why the Q-Max is paired with the Q-Biotics, which this is brand new. Remember, Dr. Kimberly says science does not stand still. So that's why we have a new Q-Biotics. And guys, and I'm a gut health specialist, and I'm not knocking. I love when people take probiotics, but a lot of them are placebos, and they are not actually making it through your stomach acid. They do not have hearty probiotics that actually populate your gut. And if they don't have prebiotics, so this is actually a synbiotic. It's got prebiotics with the probiotics, spore, soil-based organisms that are hardy and make it through all the way your digestive tract. And then the prebiotics feed the probiotics, and you get a good, healthy gut microbiome, and you are able to eliminate all the toxins and then absorb all the nutrients that you need. So those two are definitely paired together. And then the third component is a natural anti-inflammatory. So that gives you healthy inflammation levels. Right now, because of what's going on in the world, we have this Q Silver. It's a nanoparticle silver. So you can definitely look up what silver helps with, but we use it as an extra layer of protection for an antimicrobial. We also wash our fruits with it. We spray it down on our counters and things like that. And then when he has a cut or a scrape, my son, not my husband, he does, well, actually he does. He works on boats. So both of them, that's in our first aid kit. All right, so here's the fitness weight loss that I was talking about. These are actually challenge winners and participants from last summer, and we've just geared up, and I think there are more challenges. So please, the person who invited you to this, if you want to not only just lose weight, but feel better, sleep better, more energy, you're giving your body fuel every time you feed it. So give it good fuel. And that's why we have this Q Fit. It has amazing recipes on it. Our challenges have amazing meal plans, shopping lists to make it so easy for you. And then there's these great products that go along with it, the Trim and the Align. Align helps with muscle recovery, anti-inflammatory, remember, and then the Trim is insane, awesome. It really gives you energy. It turns your fat from energy, metabolism, appetite suppressant, blood sugar. So I'm someone that's prone to having some aches in my head, and my blood sugar regulated, I can tell. We also have right now some EQ shakes. They're full meal replacements. They are amazing. So you think you're eating healthy, but if you do yourself a favor of using one of these shakes, you know you're eating healthy, and you give your digestive tract a break. Remember, I'm a digestive health specialist, and anytime you can give your digestive tract a break from processing all these foods that a lot of them aren't even real food, it's gonna help regenerate the gut lining. And the gut lining actually regenerates anywhere from 3 to 7 days in most people. So if this is something that you can work on and see a response pretty quickly. All right, and then the thing everybody loves, our full spectrum hemp line. So here in the US, we have all of this offered. We have the sublingual tinctures. Those are called Fuse. 3 flavors, mocha, cinnamon, and berry. Unflavored, which doesn't mean flavorless. It means it tastes like the hemp plant, so you can imagine. We also have one for pets. So I was talking about to some of my friends, the 4th of July is coming up, and it's a very anxious time. A lot of dogs actually escape because they're so nervous because of the loud noises. So that's always a good idea. We have this new Fuse product plus silver. Remember, I was talking about giving your immune boost with silver. Well, my son and I take the Fuse plus silver every morning because we're getting our stress relief, our calm focus, and we are helping our immune system do what it was built to do, right? The Fuse, the full spectrum hemp is in the Excel and the Renew cream. Renew is great for skin, Excel for deep tissue. We do have a full spectrum hemp specifically for sleep. So using the sleep spray and the full spectrum hemp called Rest Plus, it is one or two of the tools that if you struggle with sleep. And then we have these roll-ons, the Defend roll-on, like my son puts it on his throat every single day, super easy. So tinctures and sprays and roll-ons, these are good for your kids, to your, like husbands who can't remember to take pills, to my father, who I'm going to call elderly, and I hope he never sees this video because he's 80 and still doesn't think he's elderly. So, all right, let me see if I can find pretty quickly Miss Cassie Craig. I'm going to unmute you. The fun thing about talking to Cassie is it's tomorrow for her. She's in Australia, so it's Friday morning. Cassie, are you there?
It is. Hello, guys, from down under in Australia.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I'm so excited. Caitlin, thank you for asking me to do this. It's really good to jump on and see all your beautiful faces. So without talking about too much, which I could blast your ears off with, this is the Q-Max. This is one of my absolute faves. Like Caitlin said, I did talk about the sprays the other day. I'd love to talk to you about them again. So just ask whoever brought you to the call. But this QMax has been a lifesaver for me. I struggle from anxiety and depression. I also have two very young boys who are 4.5 and 2.5. So any of you mums who know kids under the age of 5, blow your mind on the best of days. So I got up, I grabbed my coffee. I would usually get the kids sorted, and I would be very vague for about 3 or 4 hours in the morning. Coffee, 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 coffee. I don't have to do that anymore. I get up, I have my coffee, I have my QMax, I set my kids, I put my music on. The energy, my focus, my stamina for being a mum, which I thought I had, didn't work out to be. But I started taking this. I have the energy in the world. So the fatigue I don't struggle with anymore. I don't struggle with my focus. My patience for my beautiful boys is actually a little bit better as well. And it does come in the QMax berries and bananas. I swear by this. I sneak it into my kids' pancakes. I sneak it into their muffins. I put it in my smoothies. You can do so much with this. So this is my product of the day. I highly, highly recommend that you guys check it out if you haven't already.
Yay, thank you.
Thanks,
All right.
guys.
If you can just mute yourself. I got you now. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, and she makes a really good point. My kid doesn't eat well. So she uses that powder, but I open up the QMax and I put it in his yogurt. He eats yogurt every day. All right, so let me talk about the most exciting part, and I will do this as quickly as possible. I know we got started late, totally my fault. So if you can hang on a little bit after 9:30, I would so appreciate that. But if you have to go, then just please, when the person who invited you follows up, go ahead and just be like, hey, I'm gonna introduce you to Caitlin, and I'll finish up on your time. So there's 2 ways to partner with us. There's actually a few other ways, but becoming a preferred customer, if you are interested in any of these products, getting it on auto ship, flat rate shipping, you get reward points back to go towards free product. And then you can also qualify for what's called Karen Shares. So Karen Shares the ability to earn your products for free. You can do all of those things as an ambassador, plus get commission for sharing socially these products. And so that's what I'm going to talk about now. We're just capitalizing on market trends, guys. My generation, I'm in my late 30s, we are predicted to spend 5 times more on supplementation due to what's going on with our food than the previous 2 generations combined. That's insane. So people are needing these things. Like Cassie mentioned, you don't really know that how you're feeling isn't optimal until you try these things and you're like, oh, this is way better, right? So growing markets, social selling, getting your piece of the projected hemp sales is nuts. For getting it as low where you don't have to product develop, you don't have to ship anything, you don't have to worry about a brick and mortar store. Your investment is like so super low. It's actually $39.95 right now. So you get all these tools with that. You get a replicated website. So instead of people walking to a shop, you share your e-commerce site with them and they order there. And then Q Sciences handles it. You do some customer service, they do some customer service, and boom, like you have a business. So we have tax benefits too when you start this business, and the financial freedom movement, a whole system. You get training, you're never alone. It's insane. The business backup you have is on your phone. The first month that you join, you get the app for free. And I work from my phone all the time. We go on the boat all the time, always working just from my phone. And it has all the tools. I just got a whole training. I've been in the company for over a year. I just got a whole training on the app. Things blew my mind. Like the value there, and we get it for free the first month, is insane. So the way you revenue share of this company is 4 different ways. The first one is you get a commission because the company is so appreciative and grateful that you shared something that has helped you and your family. So because you shared that and because someone bought a product, because you told them about it, the company says, here, have this much percentage. All of our products have a point value. Those points add up. And every single month, depending on how many points you have, that's a percentage you get paid. The second way you get paid is if you tell people about this, like I'm telling you, and they want their own e-commerce site to revenue share with this company, then you get some credit for that, because you're helping them open an online shop essentially. So you do get paid for that. So if you look at the compensation plan, once you get 2 business partners, this is unlocked. They'll get their products, they'll tell people about it, people will buy from their shops, people want to open their own shops through them, and it just trickles all the way down, and you get credit. And so again, all the point value of all those products forever deep. That blows my mind. Forever deep. We're so young as a company. So to think 5, 6, 7 years from now, getting paid forever deep by every single person that was introduced to this company because you introduced it to someone else, it's insane. You do get promotional rank bonuses. These are super, super generous. Like if you look at the cap here, $350,000 a month, $500,000 bonus. I was never going to be a 6-figure earner as a teacher. Here, it's possible. The 4th way you get paid is through what's called the financial freedom movement. So once you've established your online store and you've helped a couple other people open their online store, then you will probably hit the rank of elite. And at elite, you start receiving money towards a debt or retirement plan of your choice. So that's fabulous. Mine's going to my student loan right now. And I need that because I'm not doing that job anymore. I'm doing this job. So my current company is paying for the education that I don't really use anymore, but I did go for English, and grammar sometimes helps in this business. So I guess that makes sense. So, okay, I would love at this point to unmute my girl, Tara Reed. Tara, you there?
I am here.
All right, Tara, can you just like really short 1 minute talk about what, you're at executive and you're going to hit elite this month. I know it. So that's $750 plus getting that first installment of your financial freedom movement once you hold elite for 2 months. Like what does $750 do for you? What are you going to use the financial freedom money to help pay off?
Okay. Well, real quickly, basically I'm an occupational therapist, and when COVID hit, I had to lean on this more. When those first 3 ranks happened within my first 2 months, I was absolutely blown away that I could essentially replace that income that I had lost. So for me, moving, a surgery that I had to have on my wrist done, credit card debt, those are the kinds of things that were in the back of my head when those first 3 bonuses came. So I am more than excited to be running for elite because I get to work towards that financial freedom. And for me, that is going to help pay off the medical bills that I had. Like I said, I've been able to pay credit card debt, not only that, but pay them on time. And, we hurried when we moved down here. So we're still in a house with our in-laws, and our goal is to be able to get into our own house in the next year. And I'll be able to do that. I'm just more excited than ever to have this opportunity, and listening to you and my leaders is all I've done, and I'm getting there. I'm on my way. So.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got chills hearing about your dream to own your own home. I know it's in store for you, and I am very grateful that you have a vehicle, because that's what Q is for us. It doesn't only help us feel better, but it is a vehicle to live the life that we want to live on our own terms. And that's exactly what we're about. That's where I started at the beginning of this presentation, and now I'm ending. So if you sign on to join as an ambassador, or should I say when you do, there are just super simple systems to get paid. You want to try some of these products. Everyone knows someone or has someone in their family or themselves that struggle with energy or stress or discomfort or fitness or hormones. I feel like I missed one. And then you'll set up like a monthly auto ship, so you're never without your products, right? Because once you feel your best, you're able to run your online store like you want to. And then you'll set goals. You get a legit business plan with us. We do these all the time based on the hours that you can work. We schedule events and present, and you earn rewards points. And your first goal is literally to get those products for free. I have helped tons of people do that, and whoever invited you on this call knows how to do that. So The future truly is in your hands. Becoming an ambassador and getting that additional stream of income from home, it has been just phenomenal. I mean, Tara talked about it. I'm here because of that. Preferred customer is absolutely fabulous. These products will help your family in one way or another. And then the other thing always to keep in mind is just referrals. So whoever invited you here, you know, making sure that you tell your closest loved ones that they've got this going on, this project going on. And so financial and health wellness is really important to them. So and do remember our QFit. Please ask the person who invited you if you want to check out QFit. I can't say enough good things about it. There's going to be a new winner who's there's $7,500 in prizes being given away in the current challenge. So if you want it on the next challenge, make sure you tell that person. So, all right, 5 minutes over because I was so late to the game. Well, I was here. I was just on another meeting all by myself, thinking no one loved me. So I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you so